You guys, it's Black Friday. You know what that means. You, like me, have probably been getting a lot of emails this week. I just delete. It's too much information. So for Black Friday, thank you, Grace, for shutting the door. I appreciate that. I am just going to talk about one thing, that is the ZIIP Halo. I might, if I can get it together, do another video on Sunday about Cyber Monday, but I would encourage and ask you to please check my community page. I'm going to put everything I can find in there. Usually I do things that I just recommend, but you know, there might be things out there that you love, and if you had known they were on sale, you would have gotten it. So I'm just going to put everything that I can find that's in this realm of beauty and anti-aging. Today we're going to do beauty and anti-aging, and we're going to talk about the ZIIP. They are having a sale right now, but my discount code gets you a little bit more. My code down below and a link down below. 20% off everything on the site, including bundles for the holiday that are already marked down. These kinds of videos are very hard for me. In fact, I shot it already this morning, started to edit it, and I realized I sounded like a moron, so we're shooting it again. The reason they're so hard is because I'm not an esthetician, and I don't have this stuff memorized, so I have notes, and it's just weird. But we're here, and we're going to do it. I haven't done my ZIIP this morning, and I could use it. I could use it right about here. This, that's surgery, but this I could use a little bit. I got the NuFace in 2016. That was my first microcurrent, and I used it exactly as they said to use it, and then I tried to keep it up afterwards, but the truth is I didn't like it. I was bored out of my mind. They give you a little card, and they're like, go here 3 times, go here 3 times, go here 3 times. Beep, change the side, and I hated the gel. It was something that you have to wipe off, and then you have to soap off. If you put soap on your face before you wipe it off, the soap and the gel kind of mingle and they just stick on your face. It was a horrible experience, and I stopped using it. About a year later, I got a MyoLift, which I love. MyoLift has probes. So you hold one here and then the other one comes to meet it. And yes, my hands are red because I'm cold. And I really like that. When ZIIP got in touch with me last January, I thought, I don't really know if I want to because I love the MyoLift. But I did. I said be open-minded. And I never looked back. I don't think I've used the MyoLift once since I have received this product. I got it in January. It's been almost a year. So initially they sent me the GX. The GX is no longer available. They're not making this anymore. And then when they came out with the Halo, they sent me the Halo. If you have the GX, you don't have to worry about it. The programs are still on the app, and they will continue to write new programs for it, so you're fine. I do have a lot of notes. I am going to put on my new glasses, and I will link those glasses below. They have blue light protection, which is lovely. One of the reasons I don't like doing these videos is because I'm a Virgo, and I do a lot of research because I want to know things, and I figure someone out there probably wants to know the same level of information that I want to know, and thusly got a lot of notes. It takes me a lot of time, and shooting them is really a beast for me. But the glasses are on. Let's talk about microcurrent. From what I can tell, and who knows about this information, that's why it makes me nuts. Microcurrent was first known in the 1800s, late 1800s, but as far as I can tell, again, it was in the 1970s that it was used more widely in medical applications for people who had Bell's palsy or had a stroke. It was used therapeutically to help build those muscles back. Rehabilitation for wound healing as well. I'm not really sure how that works. I believe, and I couldn't find this information, that it was probably widely available in dermatologists' office and at estheticians about 30 years ago, probably in the 90s. And as far as things that you get at home, I don't know. I don't know if NuFace was the first. I know I got mine in 2016, and I'm guessing it's probably been around for about 15 years. Microcurrent is a certain current, and the strength changes from device to device. This device is interesting because it has different strengths. When you turn on the NuFace, you can go high, medium, low, and that's kind of it. This device thinks for you, which works with the programs, which we'll get into a little bit later. But the idea is that it tenses your muscles and relaxes them. So it'll build muscles that are weaker. Nanocurrent, which another reason why this is special, nanocurrent isn't in other devices that I know of anyway, works on an even smaller level. And it is the same current that is running through your body right now as you're watching this. That's right, we have electricity in our bodies, and without it, I'm pretty sure we're not alive. So this current speaks to the current, works with the currents in our body. And the nanocurrent works more about the skin, not about, but with the skin versus the muscle. Nanocurrent encourages the proliferation of ATP. This is your cell's energy. So your cells on a daily basis have a lot of work to do. Cells are dying, they're old, they're done, and new cells are coming up. As we get older, guess what? That process slows. More ATP gives more energy to the cells, and the idea is that all that work can happen, the dying, well, that happens anyway, but the coming back of new, a little bit faster than it normally would as we get older. So that's why it's helping your skin versus your muscle. Both of these currents are supportive of the development of new collagen and elastin, and can and should be used in conjunction with retin A, retinaldehyde, whatever retin product that you are using, because it's a supportive player. Do you know? They work together synergistically. Now, according to ZIIP, it's the only anti-aging device that provides both immediate and long-lasting results that get better and better. So immediately you're going to see a lift. You're just going to see it. I didn't do it this morning. I really, really need it. And then the nano is going to work on your skin. It's going to look a little bit nicer the next day. But with repeated use, you will find that that lift is staying a little bit longer, and it's a little bit more permanent, just like when you work out with weights. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but when you stop working out, it stops looking like you're working out, right? I can absolutely tell you that for me, that is the case. I had used it up until about a month ago, about 6 times a week. Now they recommend less than that, but I loved using it so much. My daily routine, wake up, make my coffee, feed the dog, sit down, watch some videos, and I would do my halo. And I just enjoyed the process so much. I wanted to do it every day. In the past month or so, I've been, I don't know, a little off my game, a little weird, and I have cut back, but what I've cut back to is probably more in their recommendations. I'm doing 3 or 4 times a week. For me personally, I use both of these devices, and I'll tell you why, and then we'll get into that a little bit. If you have the app, and you really should be, both of them come pre-programmed, so you can out of the box use the program. I don't remember the name of which for each one, but it's a good overall program. But in the app, you can select up to 14. There's 14 programs on this one. There's 7 full facials, and then there's targeted treatments, and there's a treatment plan. So if you're new to the product, you're new to Microcurrent, do the treatment plan. You'll learn all of the, well, I don't know if all, but many of their programs. And it lasts, I think, for 2 weeks. It'll give you your days off. They'll tell you what program you're doing on each day, what you're combining, and then you can kind of go on your own after that. For me, I use Nano in this, and then I don't remember what I use in this one, but it's a full facial, and I don't have to hook up to my phone. But I've been doing these for a long time, so I know what I'm doing, and I know what works well for me. So I start with this one, and then I finish with this one, and it's great. Obviously, you don't have to do that. The program that I like in this one is also in this one, but you know, I like to be special and complicated. Now the programs last anywhere from 2 minutes to 10 minutes. I'm 61. 2 minutes isn't going to do it. But the 2 minutes ones are for things like around your eyes, around your lips. They're little things, a little bit of deep huffing. As I said, they have 14 programs to choose from, but for me personally, I tend to do the overall lifting program, twice on this side and twice on this side. And I really need help, 3 times on this side, 3 times on this side, and then I'll go in with this one and do the nanocurrent. Again, you don't have to go to this one, nanocurrent's on here to finish everything up. It's not uncommon for me to spend anywhere from 20 minutes to 40 minutes doing this, but I'm watching videos and I'm getting 2 things done at the same time. Why is this better? Why do I prefer this over everything else? The NuFace, I told you, I just didn't like it. I really hated the gel. This, I love the way this fits in my hand. So you can hold it like this, you can hold it like this, you can hold it like this. It's very ergonomic and very comfortable. 2, the app. The app is really kind of outstanding, and the other 2 devices that I use don't have an app. They don't have the program. And Melanie Simon, who is the woman who developed this, she is an electrical, I think you call it, esthetician. She has a practice in Los Angeles, Montecito, and Jackson Hole. She's been doing it for 15 years, has worked on thousands of people. She did the device, she did the programs. So the programs are designed to be effective because she knows from experience what is effective. As such, not only is she telling you where to put it, but inside the program, the microcurrents are changing. They go to different depths. They hit different areas of your tissue, be it muscle or be it your outer layers of the skin. So for most of the programs, you really need to follow what she's doing and listen to what she's saying. But some of these programs are freeform. Now I'll watch her anyway, just to get an idea of how she's doing it, but we all have different faces, we all have different concerns, and I'm at the point, having used it for a year, where I don't need to watch that. I kind of know I want to be right here, I want to be right here, I want to be right here, but I still do watch the programs once in a while. It is what makes this so special, the fact that there are programs and the fact that in each program it's all built into some chip. Oh, you hit this program, this is the strength, this is the depth, and it will change. Like if you're over here, it might change to something as opposed to when you're over here. It's so specific and designed to give you results. If you will, in fact, let's call it the smart micro device, right? The smart microcurrent device. It's not just turn it on and there's one thing and it's all about where you put it. Her years of experience are in this, which makes it very different, very special, and I think very effective. Now, I'm hoping I covered everything, you guys, because as I said, I shot this. I actually tore my notes and put them in the trash, and when I closed down my computer, it asked if I wanted to save. They said no. I had to pull this out of the trash and tape it together, and it's late, but I definitely have decided I need to do this. I haven't done it today. What I do first is I go on with this mist, and I'll link this below. I really love this, and I'm doing it because hydrated skin is going to be more conductive than skin that is not hydrated. So if you want to do a sheet mask first, that's a great idea as well. If you think, picture in your head an image of electricity or lightning over the ocean, or a lake, a body of water. You've seen pictures where there's the bolt and here's the water and the lightning the electrical energy spreads out magnificently. That's what you want this stuff to do. So they have 4 gels. I have tried 3 of them. This is the silver. It is my favorite. This is the one that is new. It's less expensive, but not by a lot as far as I remember. This is the base for all the others, and then all the others change their formula slightly. This one's for sensitive skin. The reason I prefer this is because it's a little bit thicker, and because I have broken capillaries on my cheeks. I don't know this for a fact, but my belief is I want more of a cushion, a protection. See how this is kind of stringy on my face, so it doesn't exacerbate, can't speak, my broken capillaries. So I'm going to do just a little bit while we're talking here. This is the gel that I love. It's really important to be well gelled. And this one tastes great. So if you accidentally get it in your mouth, hi, or maybe not so accidentally, hi, it's delicious. There's, I think, dehydrated honey in this, among other things. I found that the gold gel, for some reason, will get in my eyes and irritate me. I think there's fragrance in it, and I didn't care for it. Also, it's been a long time, but I think it didn't taste so hot either. This doesn't taste, doesn't smell, it's very simple. It's just a little too thin for my taste. Although for me it would be fine, for instance, on the forehead. So I'm just going to turn it on. Whether you use the app or not, it automatically reverts into this that it's loaded with. And you will see there is a light. And then you're going to see that the light gets stronger, hopefully, when there's conductivity. See that? And there's a little beep that goes off. So the first one, if you have that, the beep went off and you change positions. On this one, she has said in several of the videos, she doesn't really use it in the same way. They don't all work that way. And she said, for instance, I might do 3 beeps on this move right here. And I really, really need this today. So I'll just show you a little bit where I stay. Also on this one, the moves were a lot slower. And you can do slow, you can do fast. It depends on what you want. I'm going to use the probe right near my ear to help with lymphatic drainage. And right here, I can just feel when I'm hitting this that my lymphs need a little bit of help. And I'm not going to do my whole program because I'm going to sit here after I'm done shooting and finish this up. But I like to focus in this area. You do not want to get this area, I forget what's right here, your thyroid. You don't want electrical energy going through your thyroid. It's a butterfly shaped right here. And this right here, that's fat. It's not muscle. Not much I can do about that besides surgery. Should I set a surgery fund, you guys? And then I like to move up. And I'll just start at the jawline and move up. And if you want to, you can hold it right here. I find it's also really helpful when you are doing microcurrent, get yourself a little image from online of your facial muscles. So you can, when you're free-forming, be sure that you're not putting this somewhere where there's no muscles, or you're putting it in the wrong direction. That beep tells me this program is done on this side, and now I go to this side. Me, I'm 60. I'm gonna keep on going. And now I'll just do kind of long strokes all the way up and get that top of my eyebrow, because I feel like this eye sometimes is lower than this eye, the eyebrow. So I just like to help it out. I guess I'm going to talk through this a little bit. Want to lift that cheek? That's a good way to do it, but there's also muscles right through here, here, and here, and you want to get those as well. The side that has the port on it, this side, is the ground. So oftentimes, if that's the area I want to target, I want to have that ground not on my target. And right at the brow bone here, if I'm feeling that I need a little help depuffing the eye. And a couple of long strokes. And I kind of lean into it a little bit for that cheekiness that I would like to move up. And this area, which is super tricky, when I get Botox, which I really need, I get it right here because these muscles are quite strong and they pull the lips down. You don't actually want to make these muscles stronger, so I oftentimes will put my finger right here so I'm not hitting that muscle, but I really want to lift this area. So I'm going to go, see how I'm kind of picking up that lip? Oops, all done. All right, you guys, I hope this was helpful to help you understand microcurrent a little bit, what it does, what the nanocurrent does. It talks to your skin, where the microcurrent talks to your muscles, and why this device is so much better than other devices, because there are different currents in different programs. It has a higher strength, but it's not always at that highest strength. And the way it's designed, each program isn't, okay, it's the same thing, just move it in a different way. The way you're moving it and what's going on in here are designed to be together, hand in hand. Do you see a difference from side to side? I feel a difference. Right here especially, I'm like, oh, my eyes are open and awake. Yay! Down below, my code, a link. Let me know what your thoughts are. This is the gel I really, really suggest. However, if you don't have broken capillaries or something you kind of want to protect, this one is lovely. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a little bit thinner. And I will see you very, very soon. Thanks for spending time with me and being patient with my weirdness. And until we meet again, I am wishing you good health. And I've got to do my other side.